Good morning, everyone. I just first want to give honor to God and our pastors who's here today, and Mayor Wayne Smith, who's a longtime friend, and I'd like to say also mentor, because I don't take it lightly that whenever we still can look in our communities and find African American leaders who are conscious, that is not by accident. And I realize there are those who are called, as my former pastor, Reverend Lawrence Roberts, used to teach us at First Baptist in Nutley. Some are called, many are sent, and then there are others that just went on their own. But over my time growing up in Essex County, going to Uppsala College and working at the Star Ledger as a reporter, I have had the chance to interact with lots of ministers and pastors and elected officials and community activists. Just like each of you, we watch them come and go, and we get a chance to see who was called, who was sent, and who really is committed to the trenches. So Mayor Smith, accolades are used for politics and politricks. But in this time when we see that over 1 million people in the country, close to over 3 million, don't have health care, and the access to health care is closing every day when people are not aware of where to go, when people don't have health care through jobs, when the unemployment rate in the African American communities are not double but triple to our white brothers and sisters across the country. I want to say that it's more important now than ever that we connect to our leaders in the church, outside the church, and in government who are conscious. You always have a big role to fill, but I'm glad that today you are here with Brother Herb Glenn in a vision that says we care, and knowing that, the work of We Care is not the numbers that come out in the beginning, because it's never the numbers that stay the course, John. It's those few handful who will actually roll up their sleeves and do the work. And I want to say that We Care is really an acronym for reaching out and creating a network of the handful of us that really do care and who will begin to continue in our own roles, because I believe we have jobs, we have missions, and we have roles. And the role to stop the violence will take a handful. The role to empower people to know that when we kill each other and when we disrespect each other and when we totally are not aware of all those principles on your poster, Mayor, we have the largest crisis among black on black men and then women. So I'm always, honored when I get a chance to represent a community. In this role, I work as the Director of Communications and Outreach for Newark Community Health Centers. And it is 6 health centers across Essex County. And in accepting this job, I realized I wasn't accepting a job, I was accepting a commitment to educate African Americans and Latinos about health centers that are available in your communities when you don't have health care. And over 60% of our 20,000 patients don't have health care. And last year, President Obama gave 1,100 of these community health centers close to $3 million because the demand on community health centers is greater, is growing. And I am fortunate and blessed to come to the Irvington Community Health Center every day. That's where my office is. And I'll never forget when I was riding to Irvington, I got a call from a friend, and she said, "How do you like working in Irvington?" And I said, "How do I like working in Irvington?" And I said, to be honest with you, I hadn't thought about it. But I realize each day coming to Irvington Community Health Center has been a blessing, and it's something that I look forward to because it's not the building, which was the former school board, but I'm in a safety net every day where people are coming in to see doctors, women's health, men's health, internal medicine, pediatrics, And I realized that God opened a door for me in a community that was always a part of my purpose, whether it was covering news or, visiting the churches with politicians. And I just wanted to say that whatever Irvington Community Health Center can do to be better, I welcome your input. We're open Monday through Saturdays. We're bringing brochures today because we want everyone to take a brochure and tell a family member or colleague if they don't have health care, they can come to us. And I want to introduce you to Andrea Cheeks. Andrea, would you please stand? Andrea is our community outreach representative assigned to Irvington. And I want her to come up because she is the outreach worker that not only promotes us, she sits down and makes appointments for the residents of Irvington, East Orange, Newark, and Orange. And I just want Andrea to say a few words because she's at the health fairs. Last night she was at Central High School, and she's representing Irvington Mayor. And she said, she said, Principal Ross Baraka, they have their own school-based health clinic. And I said, well, what can we do to get a health clinic in the Irvington High School? She said, Miss Lucas, that's our competition. But I realized that the territory is so huge that we should have a health clinic in the Irvington High School and slate it as a vision and make it a part of We Care. So I just wanted to introduce Andrea because I can be long-winded, but at every stage of my personal development, there was someone who mentored me. And I'm going to keep it real. And it was always somebody from the community. So no matter what door opened for me, I realized I'm in a full circle role now. I'm always doing what I was doing, being a servant in my community. And Andrea is your community outreach representative, and I just want you to say a few words. Because we're here today because this conference is really about educating. It's a place where we are all going to leave mobilized, and it's going to continue to grow. But you're in the trenches every day, and I'm proud of the work you're doing to bring in the patients. Mm-hmm. There you go, Andrea.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrea Cheeks. I'm an outreach representative in the marketing department. I went to school and I graduated for medical administrative assistant. So this door, the opportunity came for me to be an outreach representative. I said, oh God, what am I gonna do with this? And now that I've joined this team, outreaching in the community, I love every moment of it. I get to minister just as well as telling them about the health care that we have, because a lot of young women, when I explain to them about certain areas that we have, such as women's health, and they say we're not pregnant, so they're not educated. So I get to share a lot of things with them about, they say we can't go to the doctor because we don't have insurance. And that's where we come in, because we don't turn anyone away, because we have a sliding scale fee that goes according to your income. So as I'm out there every day, I go to the projects, I'm in the grocery stores, I go places where people wouldn't go, because I've been there and I wish I had someone to come and tell me that then. So I enjoy every moment of having the opportunity to be out there sharing with the community. The men are kind of like the hardest targets for me to get because they tell me they all good, but yeah, but like Carl says, I get the opportunity of being out here walking amongst the street, getting to communicate with each and every individual. And I tell you, my heart it's getting stronger and stronger every day as I continue to walk these streets and share with them. And they're so blessed to know that we care and that there's a door that we open for them and allow them to come into our health center. We also do the free HIV testing, so I share with them, if you don't come and do anything else, at least come and do the free HIV testing. And once they get in and they see the quality services that we provide for them, they come back for, I need to come back and get checked for this or checked for that. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to be able to assist them in all ways. And I thank you, Mayor, because I got the opportunity to speak to you. And Pastor, it's a pleasure and an honor for you to have us, and I just thank you all. And anytime you need me, I'll leave my business card. I come out, I do presentations. I go to schools, I go to churches, whatever's necessary to allow them to know about our services that we provide.
Thank you.
You're welcome.